What's up, everybody? It's your man, Thunder Dan, and this is the Rock and Roll Rebel Show, baby. In today's show, we're going to get into the impeachment of Joe Biden. That's coming up tomorrow, Thursday. It's coming. It's going to be awesome. The Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, trying to say there's nothing there. There's no evidence. I don't know what these people, what world they're living in, but there's countless evidence. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. There's 20 LLCs. Joe Biden's a crook. We all know he's a crook. But what are we going to do, people? Probably nothing, right? They're going to inquire. Kevin McCarthy is soft. He's part of the problem. And the government might shut down, might not shut down. I don't think it's going to shut down. The machine turns too hard. There's only a few pushing back, like Matt Gaetz and Byron Donalds. They all want a single vote stuff. Everybody wants to put 75,000 things into a bill and just sign off on it and give you about 30 seconds to read it and then vote on it. You know, that's the American way, I guess. But we don't need that no more, man. I'm tired of that. And we got to tighten up America, baby. America's got to be tightened up. They got to close these borders. And they got to impeach this Joe Biden so we can get Kamala, baby. Please. Please let me get Kamala as president, baby. You know how awesome that'd be? The first woman president. The first black president. She's not black, though, but, you know, she's Haitian. So, I mean, she's close enough, I guess. These days, you can be whatever you want, I guess. You know what I'm saying? The rules are thrown out the window. You know, there's no rules here. There's no rules here. All right, but let's get into this first part where they're trying to say there's no evidence or nothing, and none of it makes no sense. Let's go with a couple things right here. Let's just go with this latest thing right here, my man, Jesse Waters, who took over for Tucker. I think he's doing a fantastic job. I mean, he's the only one left at Fox that's worth watching. The rest of you just got to get your media elsewhere. You got to go to the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. And you got to follow the other people. That's the only way we're going to do this. The only way we're going to get out of this. Wake these people up. Wake up. Wake up. It's time to die. You in the jungle, baby. Let's play this.
Oversight Chair James Comer has just released a bombshell piece of evidence that could be the nail in the coffin for Biden's career. A $250,000 wire transfer from China directly to Joe Biden's home address in Delaware while he was running for president. In August 2019, just months after Joe Biden announced his candidacy, the Chinese sent $250,000 electronically to Joe Biden's Wilmington, Delaware address. Hunter Biden received the money in his checking account, and his checking account listed his father's primary residence. And not only did Joe Biden shake the hand of the man who sent his family money, he had coffee with him and spoke to him on the phone. After VP Joe flew his son Hunter on Air Force Two to Beijing, and Hunter flew home on Air Force Two with a bag of money, Vice President Joe Biden wrote letters of recommendation for Jonathan Lee's children to Georgetown and Brown. And the minute Biden announces a presidential run, the same Chinese guy sends the Biden family $250,000 out of the blue to a checking account with Joe Biden's address on it. And once Joe Biden gets elected, he starts doing China favors. He disbands the FBI's China task force. He covers up the lab leak. He doesn't pop the balloon. Now we have the Chinese bribing the Biden family while Joe was vice president, after he was vice president, and while he was a presidential candidate. Now, what do you think the chances are the Chinese are still bribing the Biden family? We might find out tomorrow. Because sources tell Jesse Waters Primetime that additional evidence could be released as early as tomorrow that may show Biden family offshore accounts and IRS agents being obstructed from pursuing leads into Biden family members. The bribery statute's written so that bribing a politician's family is still bribery. U.S. Code Section 201B2 spells it out for all you lawyers out there. Oversight Chair James Comer.
Bam, 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 bam. What? What are we going to do, people, huh? What are we going to do? He going to get impeached? Probably not. He doesn't have the votes in the Senate, so I don't think you're going to get 10 Democrats to flip. But they got enough votes in the House, so that'll be that. Maybe some Democrats will wake up and then they'll realize that they're going to get voted out of their districts if they don't start representing the American people, baby. We the people. We're tired of the bullshit. It's got to stop. What's going to give? Nothing's going to give. You're going to keep paying, 48% of your income. You're going to work 4 months out the year for the United States government. And you're just going to move along, and we're going to live in your house, maybe your apartment, maybe you drive a car. You go out to dinner on the weekends, maybe. You get a couple drinks on a Thursday night. That's it. That's all they want for us. They want us just smart enough to repeat the bullshit and just dumb enough not to question it. You know what I'm saying? But not here at the Rock and Roll Rebel Show, baby. We want that real news and not that fake news. So let's get into some other stuff here that I thought was extremely funny. This is some more stuff with their partners and all that, but none of it makes sense. It's all out there. Hunter's laptop's all out there, but I saw this the other day. This is Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton, right? State Department secretary. She's real wonky. She a crook, but they unveiled her painting, and it's quite silly. Let's watch this for a second. It's a good laugh. It's a good laugh. Look at that horrible picture. Can I zoom this? I can't zoom this. How do I zoom this dumb thing? Oh, well, it's technical difficulties, but there's her picture right there. She looks like a goofball. Was that Blinken? Anthony Blinken there? Who is that? Bill Clinton, I see. I see the Capitol Police are wearing masks. Why are they making them wear masks? Unless they chose to, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Look at that picture.
It was COVID. We couldn't get in the State Department.
Oh, I'm sure we could get a State Department.
What's the perennial symbol that we all
Such a crook, bro.
for, right?
Didn't she sell uranium to the Russians? Didn't she, Benghazi? She didn't even care. Like, if you watch that Benghazi thing, it's just, some people died. Americans died over your dumb shit. And, Seth Rich. There's some stuff out there if you want to look into the Hillary Clinton Foundation. You know what I'm saying? But let me get into this over here, which I think is funny because they got old Nancy, since we were talking about the impeachment that's coming up, the inquiry. There'll probably be a lot of stuff coming up. Joe should really probably get ahead of this. Like I said, Joe's out. Joe's done. Joe's not running in 2024. They're trying to figure out who they're going to put up. They have no clue who they're going to put up. Michelle Obama, Newsom, they're all basically tards. They just do what George Soros and the WEH want them to do. But let me play this. This is good old Nancy. It's good old Nancy on Jen Psaki, talking about how there's nothing there. And then the looming shutdown. Let's see if they play this part. But we got the shutdown coming. Let's see what's going to happen, right? You got to see what Nancy wants. Nancy was in charge of January 6th, so she might not want no security, and she might want to shut down. Who knows?
It's clear what they're trying to do here, at least to me. They're trying to kind of muddy the waters, make President Biden seem corrupt. How do Democrats avoid that or push back on that or prevent that from being an issue?
Well, the fact is they have no goods. They've been for months and months and months trying to make some.
She's trying to say we got nothing on Joe Biden? Did we not just tell you they got the wire transfers? And the FBI had that Bob Mendez. They just slow walked Bob Mendez. So hopefully he gets out the Senate. But let's carry on here.
Kind of a charge. I don't think they'll ever bring it to the floor. They won't have the votes. Mm-hmm. They're members in districts that President Biden won. Not that they're so fond of President Biden, but these voters will say that's just not the right way to go. Mm-hmm. Everybody was on my case in 2007 when we got the majority, and they wanted us to impeach President Bush for the war in Iraq, the misrepresentations going in, departing from Afghanistan too soon, all of that. But if you have a difference of opinion, you just can't be impeaching. On the other hand, this is a fake distraction, as you said. But they don't even have the courage to bring it to the floor. I don't think the Speaker has to worry about that.
It's clear.
So what does she know? So she's saying it's just going to be an inquiry and that's it? I mean, Nancy knows a lot. She's definitely on the inside. I think Nancy Pelosi back in the day was, she was there for certain things, probably for certain politicians with her heavies. But that's neither here nor there. This is a family show. This is the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. I'm your man, Thunder Dan. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're trying to do big things, baby. We're trying to do big things. And I appreciate all of y'all. We're going to jump out of here. Time is precious. We're just trying to give you the facts. Hopefully they will impeach Biden on this inquiry. It should be good. I think it should be televised. I guess they're going to ask questions, stuff like that. McCarthy's just a big sissy, so he might not do much. They said they were going to release all the January 6th tapes. They're all just liars, and they just kick the can on down the road. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely peace and love, and I will definitely see you all mañana, baby. I'm out.